got to spend these past 2 years playing next to JV. Daniel Theis in here now. What just makes Daniel Theis, a unique center? What's kind of your read on his game early on?
I mean, obviously my JB is my guy. It was not, losing him hurts us, but DT is good. He's really good. He understands the game. He's very smart. He cuts corners. He's a big man that understands the game like a point guard. So, he's good. DT is a good player for us.
He's a guy you think can think the game. Like you see that from him, right?
Yeah. I mean, he even in the Olympics, you could tell he does all the little things very well.
And just playing that consistent 5-out type of style, how much has that kind of changed things for you guys offensively?
I mean, yeah, because we got guys that, no one want to play one-on-one with them, so we got to get downhill and then make the team play in rotation, stuff like that. So that's 5 hours. It's going to be our thing this year, I think.
And we kind of heard it from a few different people, but it seems like B.I., his shot profile is starting to shift a little bit in training camp. How much have you seen that?
Yeah, I mean, he looks more comfortable and it's going in, shooting the threes on fast breaks. It's, being B.I., but just expanding his game to the three-point line.
We also talked to Hawk today. What do you think about, the potential that he has to make a big jump from his rookie year to the second year?
Big jump. I think he got that his feet wet with this first year, not coming back, and he been ahead of his shooting game. He got to understand that, but he's putting it all together. The game is slowing down for him, and he's gonna be really good for us this year.
How do you feel as far as like the way that you've played so far? And
I feel great. I feel confident. I'm doing good. I just want to win as much games as we can, and just keep improving. And then hopefully I'm doing that in the training camp.
And it's kind of been part of y'all identity the past couple of years, forcing turnovers, being disruptive on defense. But adding DeJounte, and how much do you think that can kind of raise what y'all do on that level?
Oh, big time. You go past DeRon, you got to deal with her. You got to deal with me after that. Like it's something that we know that we're proud of and we're confident in, and we want to give the other team hell.
Daniel basically said, it's like you guys were a top 10 defense the past 2 years, and he's like, top 10 is not good enough. He's like, I think this is like a top 5 defense.
I agree.
He seems like he feels just strongly that this is a really good defensive team.
I agree. I think we take pride in defense, and like you said, Adam Murray, obviously her first team, and other guys are taking big jumps. Jay Hawk did a big jump with that, so it's going to be a good defensive team for sure.
How much have you kind of been communicating with Jody and just kind of taking, some of his knowledge as a guy who had success as a shooter in this league?
Even going back to last year when I played a couple of those G League games, I was just talking to him. Sometimes we shoot before practice, have shooting contests. So yeah, it's cool to pick his mind. I mean, all the NBA guys in here, we got Greg in here now. Corey. All those guys. It's good to pick their brains. Guys that played in the league for a long time. So yeah.
And you guys already had a lot of perimeter talent on this team, but adding DeJounte in the mix, what's that competition been like with all the perimeter guys and what y'all are trying to do, playing fast, shooting more threes, all that?
It's real good. I think the first 3 days have been real competitive. All the guys have been going at it, especially the guards. We got extreme talent on the wings, and it's fun to be out there and fun to play with. It's fun to compete with those guys, so it's real good, real fun.
What would you say some of your takeaways been from getting to go live these past few nights and seeing the team together?
We got Seabrooks with space on the floor, a lot more space on the floor. We're going more of a 5-out look. So it's been good, been fun. Fun to play that way, still learning, still adjusting to it. So I think we're going to be good there.
How much does that fit your style of play, 5-out?
It does fit it really well. I'm not trying to sound crazy, but it don't matter what style. I can shoot the ball, I'm going to shoot it. So, but it is easier to get shots. It's easier for Z to get in the rim. If I don't have the shot, I can go to the rim. I got nobody in the paint, so I can show my athleticism. So, yeah.
It seemed like some of the guys talked about how you had a really strong voluntary workout stretch and that you kind of carried that into training camp. What would you say you think are some of the general differences between going into this second season versus when you're a rookie, you don't really know exactly what to expect?
I'll tell you, you really don't get an off season when you're a rookie. And especially me, my last year, we played until April. Played 40-some games, and I didn't stay at school. I stayed for the parade and I left. Left school, straight for the pre-draft workouts. So I've been doing my pre-draft workouts. I was doing that from April to the draft. What's the draft? June?
Yeah.
To June, then the June to that, you got summer league. Then after that, we got workouts. So I didn't really get to have an off season last year. It was just a lot going on. I think this year I was a lot more preparation. a lot more ready, a lot more knowing what I'm going into, know what I'm looking for. So it's been good. I've been saying that. Feel like I've been training camp for 2 months. I've been in New Orleans getting after the guys. So yeah.
I'm not sure how much in training camp you've gotten to play like with DeJounte versus against DeJounte.
Yeah.
What's it like as far as when you have gotten a chance in terms of? It seems like he always has his head up. He's always
absolutely. I got some good shots. He's really got on that quick strike pass. I think that complimented me really well when he throws that quick strike pass to the corner. He's really good at making that pass. All I got to do is make the shot. So, yeah.
And we've heard quite a bit that B.I.'s just attention on the offensive end has kind of shifted where his shots are coming from. How much have you seen that?
I mean, B.I. is a bucket, so if he wants to score anywhere he wants to score, I think he can. So it's not a surprise to see him take this shift. He's just going to do what's best for the team. But if he's just going, like I said, he's a bucket, so he can score the ball anyway. So, yeah, I'm not really surprised.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So what's it been like first few days getting to know the new team, new system, new coach, all that kind of stuff?
It's been good. Been long days, 2 days, but it was good. Like a lot of teaching, our principles, offensively, defensively, getting done, and then also start competing, playing 5-on-5 helped us a lot the last 2 days.
And just
I was just saying, you guys have 4 guys on this team: CJ, DeJounte, Zion, Brandon, who've averaged 20 points. I mean, what do you think about the collection of talent and early returns on how it's fit together?
I think that's going to make us. It's going to be hard to guard us because each of them can go get hot, score, and it also gives us so many options offensively because all of them going to get all the attention. The defense got to focus on them, and then we got to find spacing. That's what training camp is for: find spacing, find the right plays, put everybody in the right positions.
how much fun has it been just playing this 5-out system with all of this perimeter talent and just seeing the way y'all can attack from basically anywhere on the court?
It's been fun. I mean, obviously it starts on defense. We get stops, we run. If we take the ball out of the net, it's hard to run every time. But our defense we are long, athletic, and then offensively, like I said, we got to find our space. So, for example, when he has the ball, we got to find space around him, open up driving lanes for him. It's part of for me, so I also spacing to the bunker, spacing to the corner, and just move of it.
And we asked you about him on media day, but just actually getting to go live with him for a few days. What's it like just getting to play next to Z and just seeing the attention he draws and how much you got to compliment him?
It's been fun so far. Like I say, he draws a lot of attention. Everybody's helping off on him in the paint, and he's making the right plays too. Like he's seeing the pass, he see the kick out. Like I said, it's part of the spacing and guarding us. Like if you have Z driving, you got Bi, CJ, DeJounte, Herb, Trey, everybody around them. They can't. They got to make a decision.
You've played against Zion and other teams where he's had some really good games. I mean, just how much gravity as a driver does he have compared to other players you've seen in this league?
First by his physical ability to just body people, and also just his finishing around the rim. He got a good touch, not just finishing above the rim. He got a good feel for his layups, and like I said, also making the right play. Like that's probably impressed me the most the past couple of days at the rim, how he makes plays and creates for others.
How much have you enjoyed working with some of the younger bigs? I mean, there's multiple guys that are just kind of starting their career here as centers. It seems like they kind of lean on you a little bit for the experience that you have.
I think not just the centers, also other young players to help them. Like when you're on the court, I played different systems, I played on winning teams. Just help them out. I think that's part of it. Just in general, for a good locker room for a good team to communicate. Like don't take it personally if somebody tell you something. It's going to take a while to figure everything out. We won't be perfect on the first week in training camp.
And you've been around some veteran teams. What's it been like just being around DeJounte and the way he leads, the way he communicates with guys? What just kind of stood out to you early on?
He's been great. Like I said, he's leading, especially as a point guard. I think it's mandatory to be vocal. He got the ball in his hands. He's leading the team. He's calling the offense, but also off the court. Like he's been communicating with everybody. And like I said, I think for us it's going to figure out how to play on offensively, defensively, put the right place in, find the right spots, and just play with each other on offense.
Do you think with the way he sees the floor, it might take a second for everybody to get used to, like you got to make sure you're always ready for him to pass because he can throw passes from different angles and different positions?
Definitely. Like he proved it over the last couple of years in his league that he can not just score, but also has court vision, making the right pass. But like I said, like everybody of those guys drawing attention, so they're all making the right plays. Like I say, in BI, when he drives to the basket, they're collapsing, and then you got shooters around all over. So like I said, it's going to be very, very tough to guard us.
The Pelicans were a top 10 defensive team in each of the 2 years before this one. I mean, what was just your kind of take from the outside and now being on the inside of like why this team defended at a high level, I guess, for the 2 years before this one?
So I think top 10 is nearly not good enough for this team. Like I think our goal should be like a top 5 defensive team, especially we can play regular coverage, we can switch 1 to 5, and then all of us got to rebound. But I think it's got to be a hit first mentality. So we got to be physical. We can't just have the other team just walking into plays, like get their superstars. When we play somebody, just get catch a ball easy wherever they want. You got to hit first and be physical, and I think that we can be a top 5 team. Then that leads us to playing fast on offense and just get easy layups and threes.
I mean, that's the formula. Defend, turn other teams over, get out and run. Do you think?
Definitely, it's the easiest basketball. I would say. Like if you take the ball out and you play half court 5-on-5, it's too. I won't say it's too easy, but like for a defensive team, it's too easy to do this the whole game. Like you got to get stops and run. Like especially with this team, like we small and then we run. Like if Z, BI, see the like open court, just go to basket, create.
What have been some of your early impressions of Willie and his coaching style?
Very good. He's very calm. He's very like seeing everything, teaching a lot. Like I said, it's a new group. Changing probably a little things from the last years, but he's very like taking his time teaching everybody from even whatever, like the younger guys. He's taking them on the side. He's talking to everybody. So it's pretty good so far. Yeah.
Thank you.